Alright, hello everybody, welcome back, it's King Blaine here, obviously. We are playing the playtest for Ship Graveyard 3. I know we were supposed to play something else today. That is no longer an option because the playtest is very limited on time and everything. I forget what I was going in here, look. Oh yeah, yeah, no, I want Borderlands window actually. No. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're probably only going to play this for one day for now. As far as I know, every time you quit the desktop, it resets your progress. So we only get one shot to do some stuff here. And whatever we don't do won't get done. I am getting my chat set up really quickly. And yes, we went live about 30 minutes early. I'm home anyways, and I saw the playtest was out. And I got permission to stream and record it, so we are doing that. Chat on here. Okay, let's pop into here. Go. All that set up. Alright, let's start the playtest. Workers are assigned through the queue, not the agency. I do smell, yep. Especially since I haven't showered and I've been outside in 80-degree weather all day. We are about to play the first test version of the game. This build is designed to showcase the selection of core mechanics we are currently developing. Please note this is not the full game experience. What you are playing is a focus slice intended to give you an early look at how the game works. We are primarily looking for your feedback on the ship dismantling process, the feel and functionality of the tools. Alright, I will keep my mind on both those and talk about it as I go. Your input will help us refine the core gameplay systems as development continues. Thank you for taking part in the playtest. And thank you for letting me take part. What's in this playtest? In this playtest, you'll dismantle your first ship, the same one used as the in-game tutorial. You'll be using 3 core tools, a hammer, saw, and torch. Each tool gives you freedom, hit, cut, split elements wherever possible. I'm struggling to read this stuff. Let me grab my glasses here. Give me a second, guys. You also have access to a truck for transporting crates and a warehouse to store the materials you collect. In the next slides, we'll show you how to use each tool. Use the radio menu or quick access key to equip the hammer. The hammer is used to break floors, walls, and destructible props. Health bars. Each of these elements has its own HP, and every hit deals damage to it. You can strike anywhere on the surface, but hitting sweet spots deals increased damage and speeds up destruction. Once the element is destroyed, it's converted into resources. Saw. Use the radio menu or quick access key to equip the saw. The saw is used to cut lighter structures such as pipes, cables, and railings. These elements can be cut freely in any place along their surface. Ooh, that's cool. When aiming at a valid element, a yellow preview shows where cutting can begin. Saw will also be used to cut yellow cut points, connection points between elements such as pins or mount points. Catch elements. Sorry, that's the same as the old one then. Torch. Torch is used to cut structural elements and detach heavy parts from the ship. Heavy elements such as beams and ribbing. Let's see. Shit, where am I? Can be cut freely, similar to a lighter structure cut with a saw. When you hover over a valid element, a red preview appears to show where cutting can begin. To cut through an element, move the torch along its surface while holding that direction. Crates, truck, and a warehouse. Okay, we get a semi. Wait, they still just go to it. You pick up junk that's added to the crate you are carrying. You can carry only one crate at a time, but you can use as many crates as you need. Each crate has limited capacity. Transport materials, throw crates onto your truck, and drive it to the warehouse. At the warehouse, use the computer to manage all collected materials. Press this process is required to complete contracts in the full game and forms the core gameplay loop. Alright, that's cool. That's basic. You should know how to use the hammer, saw, torch, yada yada yada. Alright. Let's get started. I'm I've got to turn that sensitivity down just a little bit. Work with 20, but it blurs. Motion blurs really. I think we'll keep motion blur on. We are going to keep everything set to high here. Actually, we're going to set it all to epic. My computer should hopefully be able to handle it. If it doesn't, we'll lower the quality. Actually, I can't keep motion blur on. I can't. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. That's much better. Pick up these fish. 2T, probably 2 time. Excited to see how this all plays out. Ooh, the truck has a weight limit. Now that is good. I have a weight limit before, so we're gonna be forced to make more trips than doing the whole ship in one truck. Which honestly makes more sense. Why do you smell, and are you talking about yourself in third person? Judge got you. Sorry, while I was reading all the tutorials, I was not looking at chat. That is my bad. Yeah, sorry, Judge. Limited time playtest. That was a Shrek on that. That was Shrek on that poster I picked up, that newspaper. But yeah, limited time playtest. I can't miss it. Now, we won't be playing the playtest multiple times, most likely. Tomorrow is scheduled Dark Tide and then a new game with Skull King there. So I'll have to make it up to you on Friday. We'll have to do Drive Beyond Horizons Friday instead. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I know you were looking forward to the Drive Beyond Horizons. Going through to try and pick up all the stuff right now. As you would do the second game anyways. Then I am going to, well, they want feedback on tools and stuff, so I'm going to give them feedback on the tools. We'll use them and experiment a little bit with it. See how we get to feel. Oh, your shit. Playtest quest. They said this is the tutorial ship. So I assume this will be the ship we all get to use when the game comes into full release anyways. So far, it looks good. I've got a slightly higher end computer, but I'm not having any lagging or anything, no stutter, nothing. And I'm streaming and recording it in 2K, not 4K. Unfortunately, I don't have quite enough computer resources to stream and record in 4K at the same time. But I'm playing the game on all the highest settings and streaming and recording it at 2K. So I ain't got no lag, nothing. So it seems pretty well optimized so far. That's good. No judge. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel really bad. I even put a message in the what you call it, my Discord announcement page, saying I'm sorry, Judge. I can't miss the playtest. I've been waiting for this playtest for a long time. The only other one I'm waiting for a playtest for is Plane Graveyard Simulator. Hoping that that gets a playtest and that I'll get access to it as well. Yeah, I am sorry, man. I'm going back on my word. I know I said we were gonna play Sky Beyond Horizon today. And I feel like a little bit of a douche. A little bit of a douche. A wee bit of a douche. I do like how everything has good physics. Wish we could pick up a couple more things in one grab. Are those too big to grab at once, or are they too heavy? Try an empty box. We gotta cut it. Ooh. Cut them down the middle. See that. Let's pick them both up now. It all looks good, sounds good. Maybe a little loud. But if the saw cut through metal, it's supposed to be loud. It'd be weird if it wasn't. Pose. And there's volume settings for all that stuff. I think we've got almost everything picked up here. Good. The saw's been loud in the first game, the second game, and it's going to be loud in the third. You can't really make a saw that's going to cut through metal nonstop quiet. It would make no sense. That's why they give you volume adjustments. You can change the volume to whatever your personal fit is. Yeah, it's not really... So picking up wires is a little finicky. There's some input for the developers. Because the model is very well made. The hitbox is very well made. So I go to click and I'm sitting there looking between two wires. It just wasn't picking anything up. Picking that up was definitely a little thing. Oop, we dropped a big pipe. We'll have to go cut that. Ooh. Oh, they could do some sick. The flashlight gives me a horror game feel. I like it. they could make some cool ghost ships with this. Kind of like how Hard Space Shipbreaker did their ghost ships. Doesn't have to be anything really out of the way, but you could make it a little spooky. I knew it. It's some kind of Shrek or sort peace treaty. Why does that remind me of Steve Harvey? Okay, Steve Harvey, Shrek. Go into the truck. A little bit left to collect over here. Now, depending on how long this play test takes, we may actually have time for some Drive Beyond Horizons. I don't know how long the play test is going to be. I know it's just one ship. So just this ship. Once I have all the stuff up here picked up, we're going to go get in the truck and take it to the warehouse. Like it's wanting us to do. Shrek Harvey. So far, it feels pretty good. Oh, I know multiplayer is a planned thing for this game straight from the get-go. Not going to be added in later in another update. So multiplayer should be more stable this time. I fumbled that crate. Drop the hammer down. Ooh. Do not crouch under the truck. Your frames are gone. Yeah, crouching under that truck. Instant drop to about 25 frames. Not do that. I hope driving the truck doesn't move. Up to other steps. Up some more steps. Various bottles filled. Harvey. It's a Sharvie. It's Sharvie. It's Steve Harvey. Now we shall now Shrek Harvey. We shall now call it Sharvie. Alright, let's go drive the truck where it wants us to. One get into that. Oh, bottom of the screen. Horn could be a little bit louder. The wheels stick so far out. Oh yeah, look at that. The wheels aren't sitting on the truck, on the axles like they're supposed to. That's not really a game breaking. Very bottom of the screen, playtest, limited content. This is not final. Just something I got overlooked. And it is not a big deal. Just looked weird. Ooh, that's a lag spike. Was a lag spike. Truck does feel better to drive than what it felt like. You? Oh. more materials from the ship. We need 20 You know, it handles like a semi. It doesn't handle quite as realistically as like American Truck Simulator, but it does handle very much like a semi. Although we did have our reverse beat. What the fuck you call that? Just stuck on there for a minute. Alright, let's try health bars. You know, you play Rust, Hunter, Skull King. Look, it deforms. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I like that. You'll be really good at this. Oh, you'll be really good at this. Look, you can smash it in real good. Yeah, we can just hit anywhere on all the stuff now. I know that much. We don't have to go and find cut points. If we make our own cut points, I'm going to try just cutting all of these supports and dropping the top half to see what happens. I did not. Actually, I did. So I got access to a playtest for this game and had to change what I was playing today. It was very much unplanned. So you're not the only one that kind of got shit on there. I'm sorry. Let's try cutting it right here. I don't get access to stuff very often. Vaguely. What'd you do? Put in the wrong fuel? Problematic. I want to go this way. I want to go up and down. That was a bit finicky. I ain't gonna lie. That's too big to pick up still. There's usually tutorials and all that stuff for you too. If it just won't start, check your carburetor. Probably busy. That up there is kind of stuck and being finicky. We'll come back to it. Okay. Ooh, is it weight based? Is stuff just gonna fall on its own? We take away enough of these supports. We'll cut some more and find out. You know I'm cutting them in too big a piece to actually pick up. It won't stay running. It won't stay running. Yeah, rip apart your carburetor. It wouldn't start if it was fuel. Oh. something wasn't holding there. Stuff came down. Most of this stuff is too big to pick up. We'll have to cut it down more. Since we have to cut it down more, it kind of means you don't want to drop the whole ship on top of stuff. Half of that needs to be. Switch around. Cutting stuff just straight half seems to work. Say that as it doesn't work pretty well there. Still, this is cool. We get to cut stuff into pieces we like. And it'll make the game more time consuming. But more time consuming is not always a bad thing. Stuff clipping into the ground though is a little bit of a problem. But playtest. Like I said, they're looking more for info on tools right now. Oh, look at that. Cut marks stay in the ground. Nothing. Something there I'm stepping on. Let's try cutting some of these. Well, that didn't work. Seems to have said I don't feel like cutting. Now it worked. Alright, so yeah. You can still knock the whole ship down, it looks like, but it does not seem like that's something you're actually going to want to do anymore. Work at all. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you want to drop the whole ship anymore. Seems like you want to take your time. Still too big to jump on. For the most part, though, it seems just cut stuff in half works. Let's try. Try breaking some of this floor. Quite a bit of help. Some of it did. That one piece was 1,500. 1,500 at 400. My guy's hands must just be fucking throbbing. Theirs break apart really satisfying. I like that. I like the breaking apart there. Something in my ear bugging me. Probably sawdust. Why are these outside pieces only 400 health? Alright, let's try cutting this into distance T. Not T and X. So cutting that piece and this piece and see if it lets us pick it up. Oh, I see. The torch has a limit for overheat. We want to go up and down this very quickly. Basically, you can cut everything into sections like that. I'll let you pick up the middle sections. Nice 45-day stream. Fuck you. Judge has nice little emotes. Not enough space in crate. Well, then where did the item go? I didn't have the space in the crate for it. I think it just despawned. I didn't have the space. Yes, as long as you're cutting them vaguely in half, it seems that works just fine. But we don't have a crane to pick this up this time. See a crane hook there, so I imagine crane is still in development. But I wonder how it's gonna work. Are you gonna be able to just leave big sections again for them to come and pick up, or are we gonna be cutting every ship down like this? By the way, tomorrow's stream will be starting a little bit early because I'll be getting home a little bit early, and I'll be starting with Dark Tide with Chris. Still too big. Yeah, I'll be starting Dark Tide with Chris first, and then we'll be moving to a new game. Ooh, my crate's not out. Can't get the crate out either. There it goes. Pool will not let me change. So far, all the tools do feel uh, pretty easy to work with, though. Pretty easy to work with. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, crouch. Crouching would probably be a lot more useful. Oh. Usually us cutting this down the middle is work. Off. Here. Now, how big can we make these and still pick it up? Try cutting try cutting to here. That up. Okay. What would that be? 4 or 5 feet? So if I cut like right, let me get both of these pieces. No, then I got meter piece. Maybe some kind of tip that would let you know that, hey, if you cut it right here, you can pick up this whole section to the left. Be nice. So you're not guesstimating where you gotta cut to be able to pick something up. You don't want to be cutting everything into bite-sized pieces and taking too long. The only reason why I say that is because you got a lot of people that don't have friends that play these games, and doing it alone can take a while. You having to cut them that small. Now, if I take this out, getting these from the other side doesn't work very well. It does still drop that. Let's cut this. Here. See, that gave me a big piece. This fell off, too. Truck is gradually filling. Truck is gradually filling, which is cool to see. That's something neat. And I know the crates would just stack up only so far on the second game. But seeing the trailer just slowly get higher is very satisfying too. So if anybody is curious how I'm doing this, I'm going to try and just knock the whole underside of the ship out and see what all of this does. That is my goal right now. That's why I was trying to figure out exactly where we needed to cut. I really am a fan of this flashlight and how grainy it is. I do like that a lot. Surprise does not. It could do nothing, yes. But considering they had gravity physics in the second game, I would think the whole ship's gonna collapse. I just want to, if it does do that, I want to see how heavy it is. Yeah, they could definitely do some cool, like, haunted ships. Okay, apparently that piece is load bearing. That piece right there was very much load bearing. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Picking up these grates is just like the cables. Their model is really, really good. Ooh. They were trying to flip with that one. The model is really, really good, but it also means you fail to pick it up multiple times. If you're stupid like me. You just keep clicking in between all the holes. My floor is falling down on me. Alright, so the new meta for this game for knocking down a ship quickly might just be knock the underside of the ship out. Might just be it. I want to try and throw a piece right at the side of the truck again. And see if it just rocks that bad when you throw something at the side. No. Alright, that box clipped through it, so I wonder if it filled it up. It did, yeah. Filled up to max capacity. Well, I thought it did. No, it just passed through. Alright, let's go and drop the trailer. Unload. I hope there's upgrades. Like you start with a much smaller truck, maybe only 2,000 to 5,000 capacity at the very start of the game. And you can upgrade to a semi. I would love to have like a American semi as an option, if that is at all possible. Maybe one coming. Uh, oh shit, is that the end of it?